Hello everyone, Russ of Aquarimax Pets here. I'm going to show you what I do when I find interlopers like this specimen in my Porcellionides pruinosus whiteout culture. This could be a Porcellionides pruinosus powder blue, or it might be a messenger. Either way, it could cause issues because whiteouts are a morph that is based on a single gene recessive trait. So they need 2 copies of the gene to express the trait. And so what I could get very soon are a whole bunch of heterozygous for the whiteout trait, but having this wild type coloration. So I need to make a change here pretty quickly. Now, because isopods can mate when they are not fully grown yet, and because they can store sperm, that means I need to go through here and remove young specimens of the whiteouts, because if I were to just try to remove all of the wild types, if that's what these are, then just one of them could be enough to continue to make changes to the gene pool, and that's not what we want. So I'm going to have to remove very young specimens of the whiteouts and start a new colony. So I have this large deli cup here. I'm going to gently tap some of the isopods off of it. Yeah, there's a few more in there. And a few more on this side now. So they tried to escape the vibrations there. And now I need to collect some of them. This is a dampened paper towel. I have a little curved spoon, a couple of those, and a little paintbrush. And I'm going to collect some of these little ones. First, I'm going to tap off some more into this culture, or into the deli cup here. You can see collected a number of them there, but some of these are going to be adults that have most likely mated, and perhaps have mated with these this other color morph. And since I want to preserve coloration, I'm going to have to go through there, like I said. So now I found small specimens like these. Scoop it up into the paintbrush, and then I put it to this deli cup with the dampened paper towel, and repeat the process. All right, I've gone through that a bit, and I have collected 20, 25, something like that. I didn't count exactly, but these all appear to be whiteouts. You can see that some of them have the dark line down through them, which is nothing to be concerned about. They're transparent, so you're seeing into them. And others don't have that as much, but those are all whiteout specimens. So now I'm going to put them into their own bin. So I want to talk about what the possible outcomes here could be, but before I do that, I just want to give a quick shout out to my patrons at patreon.com. Really appreciate all that you do. You help make this channel possible. Without you, I really couldn't do what I do, and I'm looking forward to making more videos that share the wonderful creatures with which we share this planet with all of you. So if you haven't yet joined us on Patreon, please consider doing that. You can check out the link at the end of this video or in the description. And now, possible outcomes. Okay, one outcome is that despite the small and young size of these, some of them have already mated with the other individuals from the other morph here. That is possible because, like I said, many isopods can mate when they are much younger than their maximum size, and I made every effort to get very small ones, but I'm not entirely sure where the cutoff point for size is on these. So it is possible that some of them will come out looking like the wild type, and if that is the case, I have a smaller population and I can start sorting these out. I can continue to sort these out by choosing the even smaller whiteouts that I find and separating those out. Another outcome is, of course, that none of these produce wild types and just produce the morph, the whiteouts. That could happen, and that's the best case scenario. But we shall see. Well, the only way to determine which one is going to happen is to keep these in and work with them for a while. These reproduce at a fairly young age. Like I said, that's normal with isopods, but these can reach maturity in about 3 months. And so in a month or two, we should start seeing offspring. And what am I going to do with the other isopods? There are a lot of them in there. I don't want to destroy them. What will I do? Well, I could easily use them as a bioactive cleanup crew. This species, Porcellionides pruinosus, is one of the best all-around cleanup crew isopods there is. So that's not a bad option. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing with them. I could also put them into a party mix. That's another possibility. Party mix meaning other morphs, various other morphs of Porcellionides pruinosus, which is a really attractive mix. They have a lot of color variety. They're active during the day, so they're also a great smaller display isopods. Not great for handling, but as far as viewing, they have a great feeding response, and all the different color patterns and varieties makes them a lot of fun. So that might be what I do as well. So let's let these go into the enclosure. Here we go. Just going to put that whole damp paper towel in there and let them leave at their leisure. I'll zoom out just a little bit so I can show you the setup. I just put this enclosure together, a few pieces of cork bark, a shell dish for food, some nice damp moss for the hydration station. On this side, there's a little bit of ventilation drilled in. On this side, there's more ventilation all along these sides, so we have some cross ventilation. This is aged leaf litter here that's been aging in water for quite a few months, so it should have some nice bacterial colonies to help jumpstart this enclosure, and of course a few pieces of cork bark. So they should do well, and eventually I'll do an update video and let you know what ended up happening here. Looks like they're not losing any time making themselves at home. Thanks for watching today. I post videos every Friday with live streams on Wednesdays, all about aquarium and vivarium pets. Please feel free to share, rate, comment, and if you haven't already,
subscribe.
And then tap the bell for all notifications so you don't miss my next video.